Joe in real life. Okay, so something that I've been doing that I haven't been talking about, and I got a variety of reasons for not talking about it, but mostly because I've been using sissy weights and it's kind of embarrassing. But it's this low banded squat to help me with my stability, to help me with my imbalances. I think I stole this from Squat University, but I might be lying to you about that. So we're just going to go with that anyway. We'll just say it was Squat University idea. If I'm totally honest, I don't really like Squat University's content, which that's not a cool thing for me to say, but I just don't. I can't really even say why, because I've definitely gotten good tips off that channel. Maybe it's just presentation style. I don't know. But credit where it's due. I've been taking the band and wrapping it around the ankles, or a little higher up than that, into the tib just a little bit. And I've been getting really good results. In fact, I think in this session here, I go to 165, which is, lightweight for sure. But it's the heaviest thing I've touched in the last, since I tweaked my ankle. And it moved very easily. It felt really good. I guess why I'm showing it today is because today was the first day that I felt like my ankle was worth a shit. That I felt like I actually evenly distributed the weight. And yeah, man, I don't know. I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling hopeful and good. I could have done 185 today, no problem. But maybe I'm scared. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just a scared little sweetie when it comes to that. So anyway, as to technical issues, why the band lower as opposed to higher up the thigh? Well, I think both are good and probably work for different reasons, adjacent reasons, but different. Whereas I have an ankle issue, I'm not really having that much trouble keeping my knees apart, or that's ultimately what's happening, but the weakness is starting with the feet. And see, now I'm getting confused. So, all right, organically, I just feel better engagement. I'm grounding through the floor better. I'm more conscious of my position. My new shoes have helped enormously. I'm definitely feeling the floor and I'm distributing better. And my problems, even though it's essentially a hip issue, my problems begin at the floor. That's where I start compensating. That's where I start doing putting a little body English in the movement, and ultimately what I believe is causing me problems, where they all originate. When I do this band a couple inches above the ankles, and the stance is a little tighter than I like, a little closer, it forces me to be more disciplined. I can feel the glute med firing, especially on the right side. I can feel how that engagement is asymmetrical, and I'm doing that good work to get in front of this problem, Also today, I just feel like today was the day that the last 2 weeks of knees over toes, I'm really starting to feel and see the results now, which is great, because I've been eating snacks and feeling sorry for myself for the last 2 weeks. I feel like a dumpy little princess, and it's, fingers crossed, knock on wood, get out your lucky rabbit's foot. It might finally be time. It's only been 2 weeks. I don't know why I'm saying it might finally be time. In fact, I'm definitely getting ahead of myself. But it might be time to start actually slanging weight again. Like real weight. I do want to do another week, even another 2 weeks of lighter work and focus on these problems. with a little more seriousness, because just historically, being a stupid bro and going for stuff I got no business going for has, been a problem. I'm 46 years old, but I'm proud to report I still have the foolhardiness and dipshittiness of an 18-year-old frat boy. I lift alone, but even though I'm lifting alone, I find I'm very capable of succumbing to peer pressure all by myself. So that's disgusting and bad. But I'll tell you what, I've been learning a lot. I almost showed you this other exercise I do, where I stand on one foot with the knee lifted, and I do single arm presses overhead. It's an oblique exercise, an ab exercise, even though you're pressing. I almost showed you that, but I was too embarrassed because I'm only pressing like an 8-pound dumbbell. And I look like the prettiest prancing pony while I'm doing that. And, I'm absolutely cool doing that for myself, but I still have a little too much pride to show you. Maybe when I get up to the 15-pound dumbbell, I'll show you what that exercise looks like. Until then, it's got to remain my dirty little secret. What else, guys? I know that these videos have been a bit lackluster. It's mostly just staring into the camera and ranting about life. I enjoy that quite a bit, but it can't be all that much fun to watch. I'm gonna try and start making actual content again. And yeah, man, I appreciate you sticking with me. It has been a tough year, but I got high hopes for the coming year. And I've written a pretty good plan that I believe I can stick with. And I've got news. That I desperately want to share, but I can't yet. And I'm just excited, man. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling good about this process, about life in general. And I'm excited to share it with you. And that's it. I didn't really have a lot to say today, but I filmed like 8 minutes of stuff. And so I kind of rambled and I said and a lot. And that's it. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys, for real. Be good to each other out there, I'm going to strive hard to do the same. See you tomorrow.